What's your I did not see that one coming story? My dad and I were sitting in the living room talking about old times. Out of nowhere, he suddenly got quiet and then started to tell me something I'd never heard before. He spoke about the night he got drafted during the Vietnam War. I always thought he just served, came back, and that was it. But that night, he opened up in a way I wasn't prepared for. He said when they first arrived in the jungle, the heat was unbearable, and the constant sound of helicopters filled the air. The night they were ambushed, they were in a clearing, setting up camp. My dad said they were caught completely off guard. The first grenade that went off was close enough to knock him flat. When he regained his bearings, he saw his best friend Jimmy lying there, barely breathing, his leg shredded by shrapnel. They couldn't get a medevac in time. My dad carried him as best he could, but Jimmy died in his arms before they could reach the extraction point. As he told me this, his voice cracked, and I saw a side of him I hadn't known existed. He wiped his eyes, not caring that I was sitting there. He looked at me and just said, "You never forget that kind of loss." I had no words, just the urge to hug him.